D82901 is 24 nautical miles east of Northaller's Mellingholm at 23,200 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 1 left at Stockholm Arlanda.
City Turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 4000, City Island 13 Alpha.
311, continuous files, expect the Isles approach runway 1 left at Stockholm Arlanda.
Jupiter 7, Helsinki arrival, Nortrans 2901, with you at 23,100. Finnair 1332, turn right heading 040.
Turn right heading 040, Finnair 1332.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Privator 7789. Scandinavian 7 Heavy, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 3000. Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, turn left heading 080. Finnair 1332, turn left heading 320. Turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 3000, Scandinavian 7 Heavy.
Turn left heading 320, Finnair 1332.
Finnair 75 Delta, descend and maintain 1500.
Turn left heading 080, Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet.
Finnair 1332, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 2000. Descend and maintain 1500, Finnair 75 Delta.
Turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 2000, Finnair 1332.
Finnair 75 Delta, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 1500, maintain 1500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. Turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 1500, maintain 1500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left, Finnair 75 Delta. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Finnair 75 Delta. Turn right heading 040, Magic Sun 9 Quebec Heavy. Scandinavian 7 Heavy, reduce speed to 160 knots. Finnair 1332, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left, Finnair 1332.
Scandinavian 7 Heavy, turn right heading 190, maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right approach. Turn right heading 190, maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right, Scandinavian 7 Heavy. Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Scandinavian 7 Heavy.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Finnair 5646.
Scandinavian 7 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Scandinavian 7 Heavy.
Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Finnair.
Nortrans 2901 is 5 nautical miles southwest of Kiaipala 18,700 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 22 right at Helsinki Vantaa.
Finnair 1332 is 11 nautical miles southwest of Mäntsälä at 2,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 22 left at Helsinki Vantaa.
Finnair 1332, please expedite altitude change. Finnair 1332, disregard last message. Finnair 1332, stay on my frequency. Delta 737 Victor Alpha, descend and maintain 3000. Finnair 09 Delta Mike, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Descend and maintain 3000. Delta 737 Victor Alpha.
Magic Sun 9 Quebec Heavy, turn right heading 130.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, in 09 Delta Mike.
Scandinavian 7 Heavy, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7. Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Scandinavian 7 Heavy. Finnair 09 Delta Mike, descend and maintain 4000. Delta 737 Victor Alpha, turn right heading 010. Delta 737 Victor Alpha, correction, stand by.
Delta 737 Victor Alpha, requesting descent via VP5 Alpha arrival.
Descend and maintain 2000, in 09 Delta Mike.
Finnair 09 Delta Mike, please expedite altitude change. Delta 737 Victor Alpha, turn right heading 040. Magic Sun 9 Quebec Heavy, turn right heading 190, maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right approach. Turn right heading 190, maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established. Nortrans 2901, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 22 right at Helsinki Vantaa. Roger, Cafe 252 Victor Alpha. Cafe 252 Victor Alpha, reduce speed to 220 knots. China Eastern 619 Heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er. Norship 1 Golf Tango, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 22 right at Helsinki Vantaa.
Roger, Norship 1 Golf Tango. Helsinki arrival, China East.
Roger, Northern 2901.
Turn left heading 300, Finnair 09 Delta Mike.
Helsinki arrival, Finnair 132 Alpha Yankee Heavy, with you at 17,700.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, turn left heading 040. China Eastern 619 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Turn left heading 040, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf. Reduce speed to 220 knots, China Eastern 619 Heavy.
Finnair 132 Alpha Yankee Heavy is 8 nautical miles south of Hanko at 17,500 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 22 right at Helsinki Vantaa.
Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, turn right heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right approach.
Turn right heading 190, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right, Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet.
Magic Sun 9 Quebec Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Magic Sun 9.
Nortrans 29, descend and maintain 9000, Nortrans 2901. Finnair 132 Alpha Yankee Heavy, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 22 left at Helsinki Vantaa. Descend and maintain 6000, Cathay 252 Victor Alpha. Finnair 09 Delta Mike, turn left heading 250, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Turn left heading 250, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left, Finnair 09 Delta Mike.
Delta 737 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. Finnair 1582, turn right heading 040.
Turn right heading 040, Finnair 1582.
Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 0. Nortrans 2901, reduce speed to 220 knots. Turn left heading 090, reduce speed to 220 knots, Nortrans 2901. Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Increase speed to 220 knots, Finnair 1582.
Nortrans 2901, descend and maintain 4000. China Eastern 619 Heavy, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 22 right at Helsinki Vantaa. Finnair 09 Delta Mike, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7.
Roger, China Eastern 619 Heavy.
Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7.
Contacting Helsinki.
Descend and maintain 4000, Nortrans 2901. Finnair 1582, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 2000.
Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 2000, Finnair 1582.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf is 6 nautical miles northwest of Mansala at 4,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 22 left at Helsinki Vantaa.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 22 left at Helsinki Vantaa.
Roger, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, turn right heading 190, climb and maintain 5000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Turn right heading 190, climb and maintain 5000, maintain 5000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 22 left, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Thin Air 1582, turn right heading 120. China Eastern 619 Heavy, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, China Eastern 619 Heavy. Thank you, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Turn right heading 120, Finlay 1582.
Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 22 left at Helsinki Vantaa. Roger, Cathay 252 Victor Alpha. Thin Air 1582, reduce speed to 200 knots. Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, increase speed to 220 knots.
Increase speed to 220 knots, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Finlay 1582.
Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, descend and maintain 3000. Descend and maintain 3000, Cathay 252 Victor Alpha. Nortrans 2901, turn right heading 080, descend and maintain 3000. Turn right heading 080, descend and maintain 3000, Nortrans 2901. Thin Air 1582, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right approach.
Turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer.
Nortrans, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 2000, Nortrans 2901. Thin Air 1582, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Finlay 1582.
Thin Air 1582, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7. Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 040.
Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Finlay 1582.
Nortrans, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 right, Nortrans 2901. Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 310. Turn left heading 310, Cathay 252 Victor Alpha. Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
China Eastern 619 Heavy, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, China Eastern 619 Heavy.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final.
Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. China Eastern 619 Heavy, correction, stand by. China Eastern 619 Heavy, Nortrans 2901, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Nortrans 2901.
Turn right heading 090, China Eastern 619 Heavy.
China Eastern 619 Heavy, turn right heading 120.
Turn right heading 120,
Nortrans 29. Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Nortrans 2901. Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Nortrans 2901, inbound on the ILS runway 22 right. Nortrans 2901, contact Helsinki. Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Nortrans 2901. Thin Air 65. Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Nortrans 2901, inbound on the ILS runway 22 right. Nortrans 2901, wind 160. Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 right, Nortrans 2901. Flyer 769, wind 1608, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super, line up and wait runway 15.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 15, flyer 769.
Line up and wait runway 15, India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super. Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet, cross runway 22 left.
Crossing runway 22 left, Ryanair 7 Delta Juliet.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left.
Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf, wind 1608, number 2, runway 22 left, clear to land. India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super, wind 1608, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 left, Victor Hotel Alpha November Golf.
Finnair 65 Heavy, line up and wait runway 15. Cleared for takeoff, runway 15, India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super. Flyer 769, frequency change approved, good day. Line up and wait runway 15, Finnair 65 Heavy.
Frequency change approved, flyer 769. Good day.
Flyer 769, contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er. Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Cafe 252 Victor Alpha, inbound on the ILS. Error 247 Zulu Alpha Heavy, contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er.
Contacting Helsinki arrival on 119.9er, flyer 769.
Finnair 65 Heavy, wind 1608, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Contacting Helsinki arrival on 119.9er, Dara 247 Zulu Alpha Heavy.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Finnair 61 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 15, departing east.
400.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 15, Finnair 65 Heavy. Number 1, clear to land, runway 22 left, Cafe 252 Victor Alpha. India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super, contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er. Finnair 1582, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. China Eastern 619 Heavy, wind 1608,
100.
number 2, runway 22 right, clear to land. China 9527, contact Helsinki
30.
arrival on 119.9er.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 right,
10.
China Eastern 619 Heavy.
Contacting Helsinki arrival on 119.9er, China 9527.
Ice Air 343, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Finnair 65 Heavy, contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er. Contacting Helsinki arrival on 119.9er, Finnair 65 Heavy. Ice Air 343, hold short of runway 22 left. Nortrans 2901, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Holding short runway 22 left, Nortrans, Wilco, Nortrans 2901. Finnair 61 Heavy, wind 1608, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 15, Finnair 61 Heavy.
Ice Air 343, cross runway 22 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 22 left, Ice Air 343.
Finnair 35 Victor, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Finnair 35 Victor, hold short of runway 22 left.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Norship 1 Golf Tango, inbound on the ILS runway 22 right.
Air France 2505 Bravo, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Holding short runway 22 left, Finnair 35 Victor.
Norship 1 Golf Tango, wind 1608, number 2, runway 22 right, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 right, Norship 1 Golf Tango.
Air France 2505 Bravo, hold short of runway 22 left. Finnair 61 Heavy, contact Helsinki arrival on 119.9er.
Contacting Helsinki arrival on 119.9er, Finnair 61 Heavy.
Holding short runway 22 left, Air France 2505 Bravo.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Ice Air 343, ready for departure at runway 1.
Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, Helsinki Vantaa ground, Nortrans 2901, request taxi to gate 15 at the apron 1 east. Finnair 140 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the west. Cathay 252 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Pushback approved, tail.
Taxi to parking, Cathay 252 Victor Alpha. Finnair 191 Foxtrot, Nortrans 2901, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Finnair 35 Victor, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Finnair 35 Victor, cross runway 22 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 22 left. Finnair 35 Victor.
Ice Air, Nortrans 2, crossing runway 22 left, Nortrans 2901. Finnair 1582, cross runway 22 left.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Air France 2505 Bravo, ready for departure at runway 15, departing straight out. Crossing runway 22 left, Finnair 1582.
China Eastern 619 Heavy, contact Helsinki Vantaa ground on 121.8.
Contacting Helsinki Vantaa ground on 121.8, China Eastern 619 Heavy.
Air France 2505 Bravo, line up and wait runway 15.
Line up and wait runway 15, Air France 2505 Bravo.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower. Finnair.
Nortrans 2901, contacting Helsinki Vantaa ground on 121.8, Nortrans 2901. Finnair 1582, contact Helsinki Vantaa ground on 121.8.
Holding short runway 15. Finnair 35 Victor. Taxiing to runway 15, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, Air France 1020.
FedEx 992 Heavy, taxi to runway 15, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway Helsinki Vantaa ground, Nortrans 2901, request taxi to gate 15 at the apron 1 east.
Helsinki Vantaa ground, Finnair 140 Heavy, ready to taxi with information November.
Finnair 140 Heavy, taxi to runway 15, hold short. Nortrans 2901, taxi to apron 1 east gate. Taxiing to apron 1 east gate 15 via Zulu, Victor Kilo, Alpha Victor. Nortrans 2901, taxi to apron 1 east gate 15 via Zulu, Victor Golf. Taxiing to apron 1 east gate 15 via Zulu, Victor Golf, Alpha Charlie, Nortrans 2901.
Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Air France 1020.
Helsinki Vantaa ground, November 25 Delta Juliet, ready to taxi to runway 15 with information November.
Helsinki Vantaa ground, Ethiopian 234 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information November.
November 25 Delta Juliet, pushback approved, tail to the west. Pushback approved, tail to the west, November 25 Delta Juliet.
Helsinki Vantaa ground, Charlie Sierra Bravo Hotel Quebec, ready for pushback with information November.
Ethiopian 234 Victor Alpha, hold position. Charlie Sierra Bravo Hotel Quebec, pushback approved.
Holding position, Ethiopian 234 Victor Alpha.
Pushback approved, Charlie Sierra Bravo Hotel Quebec.
Norship 1 Golf Tango, say intentions.
Helsinki Vantaa ground, Norship 1 Golf Tango, request taxi to gate 29 at the apron 1 north.
Norship 1 Golf Tango, taxi to apron 1 north gate 29, hold short of 4 right 22 left.
Taxiing to apron 1 north gate 29, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, Norship 1 Golf Tango.
Norship 1 Golf Tango, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7.
Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, Norship 1 Golf Tango.
Helsinki Vantaa Ground, Finnair 131, ready for pushback with information November. FedEx 992 Heavy, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7. Finnair 131, pushback approved, tail to the west. Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, FedEx 992 Heavy. Helsinki Vantaa Ground, Finnair 191 Foxtrot November Super, ready to taxi to runway 15 with information November. Pushback approved, tail to the west, Finnair 131. Finnair 191 Foxtrot November Super, taxi to runway 15, hold short of 4 right 22 left. Helsinki Vantaa Ground, Turkish 50 Super, ready for pushback with information November. Taxiing to runway 15, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, Finnair 191 Foxtrot November Super. Finnair 191 Foxtrot November Super, give way to aircraft on your left. Give way to aircraft, Finnair 191 Foxtrot November Super. Turkish 50 Super, hold position. FedEx 992 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 left. FedEx 992 Heavy, contact Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7. Contacting Helsinki Vantaa Tower on 119.7, FedEx 992 Heavy. Holding position, Turkish 50 Super. Helsinki Vantaa Ground, Finnair 1 X-Ray Papa Heavy, ready for pushback with information November. Finnair 1 X-Ray Papa Heavy, pushback approved. Ethiopian 234 Victor Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Thank you, good day, Finlay 1582.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Ethiopian 234 Victor Alpha.
Helsinki Vantaa Ground, Finnair 132 Alpha Yankee Heavy, request taxi to gate 55 at the apron 1 south.
Pushback approved, Finnair 1 X-Ray Papa Heavy. Finnair 132 Alpha Yankee Heavy, taxi to apron 1 south gate 55, hold short of 4 right 22 left.
Taxiing to apron 1 south gate 55, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, Finnair 1...